Music is an important and enjoyable part of our lives. Music is different from noise because music is made up of regular patterns. Music has pitch, rhythm, and quality. Pitch has to do with the frequency of vibrations. Close vibrations produce high notes, and spread out vibrations produce low notes. Rhythm is a regular pattern of tones. The quality of music is made up of the different tones. We can use this oscilloscope to look at an electrical representation of sounds. This electronic keyboard is connected to the oscilloscope. When we hit a key on the keyboard, we can see the picture of the wave pattern. The high points are called crests, and the low points are troughs. The distance between one crest and the next crest, or from one trough to the next trough, is called wavelength. If we play a low note and then a high note, you can see how the frequency changes. Low notes have a frequency that is spread out, and the wavelength is greater. A high note has wavelengths and a frequency that are closer together. Notice that if we change to a different instrument sound, the result is a wave pattern that is different in shape. The piano and the trumpet keyboard sound have different wave patterns. The oscilloscope is helpful when analyzing and studying sounds. There are three categories for musical instruments, called strings, wind, and percussion. Each type of instrument must be able to set particles of air into motion. Again, vibration is the key to sound. With stringed instruments, the string is plucked or stroked and begins to vibrate. The hollow part of the instrument helps to increase the volume of this vibration. Here is an example with a tuning fork. We strike the fork and the sound given off is faint until we touch the fork to the sounding box, which increases the volume or amplitude of the tuning fork. Wind instruments rely on vibrating air inside the instrument to create the tones of the instrument. Sometimes the tones are changed by covering and uncovering holes that make the column of air shorter or longer. Sometimes the instrument creates the sound by changing the length of the air column, such as the sliding U-shaped tube in and out on a trombone. Percussion instruments can make music when a stretched membrane is struck with a hand, stick, or mallet. The stretched membrane is tightly attached to one end of a frame. When the membrane is hit, it sets the air to vibrating in the frame. Different sized frames produce different sounds. Of course, you don't need expensive musical instruments to make your own interesting sounds. Things from around the house can be used. Here are some examples. The first one is made from a section of plastic tubing. Twirl this around your head and notice the strange sound. Whirl it faster and faster to hear the sound change. You can get a wine glass to sing by pouring about an inch of water into the glass. Then wet your finger and rub it slowly and gently around the rim of the glass. Be sure to hold the glass with your other hand so it doesn't tip over. Try different amounts of water in the glass to see how the sound changes. Make a guitar from the material shown. The eye screws are used to tighten the fishing line so that you can get the air vibrating. Make different notes. Move your finger up or down the neck of the guitar and hold the fishing line down to make it shorter or longer. Short line is high-pitched and long line is low-pitched. Stretching material such as plastic, paper, or rubber from a balloon over different containers can make drums. Try large bowls and even cardboard boxes and tubes. For a wind instrument, try different lengths of an old hose.